Here, what's up, y'all? We back with a new episode of Boys Will Be Boys in her. This week's episode is titled "Be Humble for What." Shout out to New York Knicks. Be sure to like and subscribe to the podcast. Orange and blue skies, baby.
Alright. So would y'all rather your ex write a tell-all book about you or your best friend write a tell-all book about you?
Don't look at me. Jaylen, answer first.
Supposed to be you first. I think Yolanda will spill all the tea. That's actually a crazy question. I'm gonna pick my exes though.
You would want your ex to write a tell-all book?
Yeah, I wanna see what they gonna say.
Yolanda could. She could write the tell-all book.
You want the best friend?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I want the exes.
Y'all are toxic.
It's not toxic. It's just
That's
how it,
toxic.
it's just how it
Y'all want to
feel.
hear what they say about y'all.
Might have good stories.
Alright, y'all. Welcome back to the Boys Will Be Boys and Her Pod. Yes.
I'm Britt. Go ahead. It's got introduction. There's no way to. Don't gotta skip shit.
I want you to get yours off. Go ahead.
I don't have a voice to get shit off.
Why don't you have a voice, Jaylen?
Less than 24 hours off the Knicks winning the championship. Not even 20. That's 12.
Jaylen not giving me the energy.
Yeah.
But shout out to Big Brunson in the building. New York Knicks finally got a championship. Yo, I'm alive for a New York Knicks championship. Y'all never thought I'd see the day, gang, but we here.
We got space on the bandwagon, bro.
Here.
We got space, bro. Britt, you can hop on too, Britt. You can hop on
We
too.
here.
You can't go against the towns, bro.
I'm not going against them, but
But this the thing though. Am I really bandwagon though? What I've been saying on the pod. You know what? We're gonna leave that for later.
Yo, bro.
Nah, but how was your week though, Britt?
my week was. I knew he was.
The champ is here. The champ is here. Big Brunson. Big body. I gotta get them off the clip. Did you realize that you are a champion? Airline. Yes, I did.
So I back to the just a little
You know he's going crazy because he out here. He out here going gay.
I gotta get them off. I gotta get them off before so he can get monetized, bro. I gotta get them off before they say something. What? What? Yo, New York City, thanks for joining us. Yo, Sean from North Carolina, thanks for tuning in. We thank all y'all for tuning in. It's gonna be a great episode, y'all. It's gonna be legendary. Championship worthy. A destiny. Oh, shit. Where you from, Britt?
Brooklyn.
Is Brooklyn in here tonight?
He's going.
Look, I can't be phone flexing off bombs this motherfucker. I ain't figured that out yet.
Get that out
Yo. What the fuck is up, y'all? Oh man, Britt. You said you want my energy. I already start sweating. We only 2 minutes in. Yo, you know what they call him Brunson, right? You know what they call him, 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 right?
What they calling him?
King of New York.
New York.
Hello!
Like my bitches, red bone, ice flat, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello.
I'm the king of New York, mellow.
Black hair by the Regis.
What the fuck is up, New York City?
To be honest with you, Jalen Brunson is the new mayor. Shout out JB.
The new.
Hey yo, it's a.
Shout out JB.
You know it's the Puerto Rican festival today.
Yes,
I got
it
that
is.
too. Nueva Yo! I got them in the clip. This is how the summer's supposed to sound. Oh, summer. Oh, y'all niggas gonna hate me. I would hate me.
You know what?
I would hate me.
I would hate me.
You feeling that summer energy?
Si te quieres divertir con encanto y con primor,
The celebrity to bring in the chorus. I'll play it off.
solo tienes
I
que
promise.
recibir.
But until then, Britt, you gotta hold it down.
Regalo en Nueva
Sean, I got you, my boy.
Nueva York.
Nueva York!
con encanto y con primor, solo tienes que recibir.
What y'all want for me? Oh shit! I got more. I save it for later though. That was a quick mix.
I guess we skip it.
Right.
What is there to talk about? What is there really to talk about? What is there really to talk about, man? I asked you last week, Britt. I'm sorry, we took a little break. We had some conflict of schedules. I asked you on the pod, Britt. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse my sweat. I asked you. I said, can New York City handle if the Knicks win the championship? The answer is no, but it's okay.
I was there. There was no handling nothing. There was no handling nothing.
You had a rebel in the chaos.
Ask me what time I got home last night.
I don't care.
It wasn't last night. Because I got home almost 6 o'clock in the morning because of the New York.
Holy
Show them how
shit.
dedicated you are. What time is it right now, bro?
9:30 in the morning. And Jordan's on the pod. We all here though. But hey, man, round of applause for the New York Knicks.
No, when did
I don't even know how you became across this sound. Part of the sound
is different?
They gonna let me figure some shit out, man.
What was the Knicks doing though?
It's not still business.
No, now he's switching it from.
I just said everything just switched. I don't know how it did that. I just said I don't know how it did that.
No.
Yo.
No, we going up in the towns though.
Yo, the city is crazy.
Y'all going to the parade?
100%. Someone's calling me, but I'll answer that later. I'm
definitely going to the parade.
Yo, oh man, I'm lost for words. So yesterday when they won, I sent Jordan a voice note because he tried to kick me out the group chat. You still want that's real niggas, real haters. Nigga, once we win, I went to go send a voice note. You are no longer in the chat. Say, yo, this nigga's a hater.
Joe,
hater. So I went to send a voice note. And I was just telling everybody I love them. I was really in disbelief. I was like that one drunk friend that said they love everybody. That was me. That was me last night. And I wasn't even drunk.
I was like, I know it's coming.
Nah, that was fucked up.
I just couldn't put in the words. So once we won, the first person I called was my father. Then I called my grandfather. And my grandfather, last time they won, my grandfather was younger than me. He was like 23.
Oh, snap.
So it's just, I was legit lost, just in disbelief. Like, I couldn't even fathom. Like, when we woke up, I was like, that had to be a dream. But it's not, because I saw Instagram again and relived it one more time.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it really still ain't hit me, the fact that they won.
I know, right? That's my mother. I'll call her back. She want to talk shit about the Knicks. She don't know we recorded. I'll call her back later.
All right, but we're going to come back to the Knicks, though.
What the fuck?
Nah, let's go back into the question from earlier.
You all
So-
snacking
Niggas snacking and shit.
Yeah.
So you said, well, let's start with you, Jalen. You said you would want your ex to do a tell-all book.
Yo, I don't got no problem with that, bro. Like, I don't really, like I said before on the pod multiple times, I don't really have, like, terrible exes where I woke up and they were like, nah, I mean, they might talk about infidelities and shit like that, but aside from that, I don't really think I would get, like, where you would read it, but, oh, I feel like if they were to read it, oh, he's a regular nigga who cheated at one point in his time. At one point. But, like, cause there's, like, you hear, like they got this shit on Netflix, like, worst ex ever. I won't be on that. Like, I can guarantee you that. I feel more than confident that I won't be on that. Like, I won't be tripping. Go get your money, bro. You want to write a book? Go get your money.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like my best friend tell-all book would be more juicier. Like,
We're my besties.
See, she worrying about the wrong thing. You worrying about the wrong thing.
yeah, because if she getting money,
You better get a bestseller, right?
right?
Exactly.
What you talking about? Like,
Sure.
come on now. We both gonna be up. What are you talking about?
But see, the things about the best friend writing the book is that they know all the bodies are buried.
I don't got nothing to hide.
Yeah, liar. You ain't got to lie to me or the pod. Like,
I don't have
It's just so
nothing to hide.
funny because your natural reaction was just my thought. Like,
yeah, like we don't have nothing to hide, bro.
Y'all really be thinking I be lying on the pod.
Not even lying, but like you're a woman and people lie and like.
and the thing is, like, I don't know where all the bodies are buried for Britt, but I know she be capping.
But she told us toxic
She don't
Britt used
cap
to
a
be
lot.
outside.
She don't cap a lot,
I
but she
did.
cap.
Exactly. So
But I be telling some of the stories on here. I keep it
yeah,
respectful.
you tell us
'cause of-
some.
Yeah,
So I know Yolanda knows all. That's the difference.
But that's the thing, though. You keep it respectful because of Corey, but if it's a tell-all book from Yolanda's perspective, I don't think she keep it respectful for Corey.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He knows.
Nah, but
not like-
I think I would want like even my worst ex. I won't even say like who I think the worst ex is, but they will not. assassinate my character to where a best friend could talk about everything I did, and they won't assassinate your character, but just the eye perception would be like, oh shit, Britt ain't shit.
That's true, because your best friends, they gonna try to make you look bad.
It's a tell-all book. Like they have to tell everything
in a way where it's like, I love you, but the people gotta know.
Yeah, like, but your ex, I mean,
Excited to see what Yolanda would say.
Nah, because your ex will only tell one side of the story.
I feel like my ex telling a tell-all book would be corny. Like,
that's not the question. Now, will it be good? Is who would you rather write it? So you wouldn't.
my best friend.
Basically, she's saying all y'all out there, that's her ex. Y'all some corny.
That's essentially
that
what you
is
said.
not.
That's exactly what you said.
She's saying cornballs.
What about you, Jordan?
I already said I would want the ex to do it, and the reason why I would say I would want the ex to do it, because I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like she would highlight me. Well, they would highlight me. I feel like
drop a bomb for that one.
I feel like they would highlight me, and I feel like they would show me in a light that's just like, you know, people will be interested in one of their. Let's say this. It's gonna be different shades. And I ain't just talk about 50 Shades.
When
it's
you
gonna be different
just
shades.
put a red flag over his face.
That's what the app was going to do.
Just put a red
Red flag for what? For saying that they think that I'm good? Well, great.
Listen, man, I'm pretty sure there's an ex that might not even like me, which is fine. But if they was going to tell a book about me, I don't think it'll be like scorch of the earth. I really don't.
I don't know. I think all my exes like me though.
Now, a best friend?
At least I think so.
I'm just looking at the juicy details. Like, I feel like that
it's
book
gonna
would
be some juicy details. I just said all shades, and I ain't just talking about 50 Shades. You know what 50 Shades of Grey is? No, I'm just playing.
He's wildin'. He's wild.
He looked like he did actually sleep. Seem real rested.
Wildin'.
Can we get back to the New York Knicks, Britt?
Yes.
In my city.
All right, let's go back to the Knicks. Let's go back to the
Knicks winning 5. The chance went on. Knicks in 5. I gotta get you a t-shirt, Britt.
No, please don't.
Yo, bro, it's okay to be.
yeah.
It's like
Pop out with the gang.
I'm not against it. You just
Is it just because they took down Llama Red Pajamas?
Fuck that nigga. Send the fucking Statue of Liberty back to France.
It's not even that. I'm not. Y'all know I said I was Team Jason, but
You know what? But at least you stand on it, because I couldn't stand the fake ass. If you're from the city, all right. But I know some people who were legit Celtics fans last year.
Like
Or OKC fans last year, and now the Knicks winning. Yo, we outside.
It's okay though.
It is okay, but it's not okay.
If you from the towns, you from the towns, gang.
It is, but it's not.
this
Nigga,
is my standpoint on it, right? When the Knicks was losing,
shout out Paolo Petrioni, shout out Chris Copeland, Jeff Hornacek, Dave Fizdale. These all people used to coach the Knicks, play for the Knicks when we were bums. Now we up.
they were losing. There were people that were still supporting them.
Me.
Okay, you, right? Now that they're winning, it's a whole bunch of Knicks fans that I never heard talk about the Knicks. Any girls on my Instagram posting all this
You
stuff.
ever saw that? It's like I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like a trend where the girls are like, oh, it's easy to pretend to be a basketball fan because all you gotta know is if it goes in the hoop and just clap.
But that's my thing.
Home run!
I'm happy. New York. It was good games. Like, it was really good games. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for New York. However, I'm not a Knicks fan. And
Are you happy for me?
no.
That might be true, but look, this is how I look at it, right? You might not be a fan of the team, but the fact that it's your city, like, you ever go somewhere and because so we went to school in Pennsylvania,
Right.
so it was always like,
They was going hard for
Philly
Meek Mill.
versus New York, DC versus New York. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, we got this and we got that. So, you know, it's something that you could rep. Like, yo, like, I'm not a fan of the Knicks, but yo, my city just did something crazy. Like, we won a
Not
chip.
giving that
man.
energy. I just said that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Jalen wants me to be like, let's go.
that's why I feel like it's
up here
cool.
sweating like I was sweating.
I'm saying that's why I feel like it's cool. Like, you could be a bandwagon for your city.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like, you
That
could
is
be a
true.
bandwagon
I
for your
fucks with
city.
it. Yeah,
But I feel like if you are, you should be okay with being called out. Don't get sensitive. Like if the real Knicks fans call you out, 'cause I got no problem calling out fake Knicks fans.
Who's a fake Knicks fan?
Jordan.
Hold on.
To this day, I'm pretty sure he's a Laker fan.
Hold on. I'm not a Laker fan.
What's your team?
I'm a Mavericks fan.
There you go. I knew
And a LeBron James fan.
You didn't say. You said that?
He did say that.
Oh, okay.
Always. But what I'm saying is, Where did JB come from?
That's cool.
Where did JB come from?
Who let him go?
Where he came from.
When
The Mavericks.
JB came to the Knicks, who was the guy like, nah, that's a great pickup?
I mean, you want the credit for that, but even Brunson.
Now we saying you want
Because
credit.
even
for
Rick
that.
Brunson said yesterday when they won, he was like, I didn't think my son would be this good. If your own father is
I
saying
don't
it.
care what his father said. I care about what I said. I care about what
If
I
your own
said.
father is saying it. Like,
That said that?
not in a disrespectful
Yo.
manner, but just to go from, so the insight is, he was a free agent. You know what a free agent is, right? He was signed to the Knicks. Nobody thought he was going to be this good. Nobody. I mean, not even Jordan.
That's cap. That's
All right.
cap. I
That's fine.
said it from the beginning.
All right, fine. Nobody thought he was going to be this good. And to go from that to now you're the king of the city, it's crazy.
Yo, I always said that JB could win a chip if he got the right pieces around him. But this is what I got to say, too, about the father thing. Your father is not only your biggest supporter, but he's also your biggest H-worder.
He wasn't hating. Brunson said
in a
it too.
sen-
Like he was like,
in
yo,
a
I didn't think this would happen.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, when I call him an H-worder, I'm not saying, like, he like, legit H-word his son. But what I'm saying is, like, he has expectations that's so high that he feel like, yo, like, you still got to reach that stuff. And that's what most fathers is. They're going to put you on the pinnacle, but then they also going, like,
Tough
you know, have
love.
have expectations like, yo, you ain't going to get there because it's something that's going to motivate you. But you really think that he don't think that his son had a shot to win a chip? Especially he on the team coaching? Come on. I'm not buying it.
You cannot buy it, but the Knicks never showed you they could ever do it. That's what people not understand. I've been a Knicks fan so long, you always think something is gonna go wrong.
But that's because you a fan, so you looking at it, you not looking at it objectively.
You're right, because I lived it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Why would I be objective? Something I've seen? That's
but
like
what-
dating an ex who you know is gonna cheat.
But what I'm
so it's like it's
saying
only a matter of time before
Nobody
something
knew
goes
what
wrong.
But what I'm saying
What
is,
takes
though,
time.
look, Britt, what was I saying from before the playoffs started?
She not gonna
The Knicks have a great road to the finals. When they get there, the destiny is their destiny. I stood on that.
I had the urge to play a different song, but I'm not gonna do it because it's still too early. So let's get back into it. All right, what y'all want to get into, man? So much shit happened in the city, man.
Yeah, we gotta catch up. A
A lot going on.
Wow. Let's talk about this next topic because I'm confused. What we talking about?
Oh shit!
Oh,
The
nigga, this kid is right there.
Britt question of the week.
This is not my question, y'all.
Yo, Britt.
Explain
I
yourself.
do got a question for you though. How would you feel if your man wore a thong?
So I'm gonna tell you right now.
Wait, hold on. First off, we're not even gonna say your man. If Corey was walking around with a thong on,
I hope you know Corey is calling your phone soon as he see this. He is calling your phone.
yeah, but I'm not saying he wear thongs. I'm saying if Corey was wearing a thong,
Bati, man.
a big,
Come on, Jalen.
a thongity thong, and you just walked in. Let's say he just dropped out to shower. He dried off, and you just walked in the room, and you just see he got a thong on.
No,
What would you?
I would be disgusted. I wouldn't. No, what are we doing?
So academic said that he reached out to ASAP to confirm if that's what it was that the public saw. And academic said that
it was a harness.
academic said ASAP didn't get back to him. He didn't respond. He got crickets.
Nah, I came back. He said that it was a harness because I guess he was like swinging from the stick. I don't buy it.
Oh, that's what he said. I didn't see that part.
He said,
I don't buy
It was
it.
a harness. I mean, I'm not a thong expert, Britt. Did that look a thong to you? See or no?
Yo,
Fenty edition.
That shit look like the Fenty silk thong. I was like, I didn't know they made silk thongs like
what
that.
if he
I
was
didn't think that was a
modeling
thing.
for Rihanna or something? You don't know what they be into, like, you know.
I mean, listen, man. Different strokes for different folks. I don't think it was a thong, though.
You don't think it was a thong?
I do think it was a thong.
That's insane.
It would, yo, bro. I mean, I reserve the right to be wrong and change my opinion if I get more information.
For sure.
But if at first glance, Britt, what did that look like?
It looked like
I'm not gonna lie. It was first glance, second glance, third glance. It didn't even matter. It was a thong, and it just had me like have that like really like on stage.
Crazy.
You ain't even decide to put on no shorts.
Now he had pants on.
But shorts under the pants.
Oh, so he could cover it.
Cover it.
He wanted to, be free. Maybe it was comfortable.
I just want to be free.
Right. Anyway, so we're gonna move over and shift to another crazy story you saw in the city. This one was out of Ortiz funeral home where a couple weeks ago, technically last week, there was a funeral to be held. And Britt, the most unimaginable thing has happened where you're at a funeral for your loved one in the casket. You woke up to the casket, and guess what? They're not in the casket. Somebody else. In all my days. So the family goes and says that, hey, we walked up to the funeral for our father. He walked up and saw he wasn't there. I said, yo, my nigga, that's some different shit. That is kind of crazy. So
Where was the father? Was he like still in the morgue? Was he at another funeral? Like,
so
what
they
happened?
said, so according to the story, he was, so backtrack. The funeral home didn't get got into a dispute with the family saying that is your father.
You're not about to tell me who my father is. You're not about to tell me who my father is.
The guy's getting interviewed. He said, then they're telling me that's my father. I'm like, that's not him. I know who the fuck my father is. That's not him. I found that to be crazy. So
Are you get slapped after like that?
No, for real.
Everybody hurt in the morning and stuff.
It's gonna tell me. So they end up accounting for the mistake. They did end up changing it, but obviously the family is now.
But where was the actual father? Was he like in the morgue?
He was in the morgue. Yeah, it just was the wrong guy.
Wow.
So thoughts, concerns.
Wait, I do got a question. Because if I'm not mistaken, Ortiz Funeral Home is like a chain funeral home, right?
So
Like
Ortiz
they got a
Funeral Home.
funeral
Now that you bring that up, yes, they have been linked to numerous lawsuits like this in the past.
Oh,
and
it's not their first account.
No, and so
they like the Applebee's.
yeah, so
Motherfucking funeral home.
legit.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Legit. So, and the funny story is when I was on patrol, at one point, you know how cops respond to the deaths, basically, and so usually the protocol is you have to wait there until the morgue comes and takes the body. So, at one point there was naturally, as with any profession, you see the same faces. Again, you become accustomed to making conversation. So this is someone who's like works for the medical examiner. They come and grab the body. It was supposed to call it the meat wagon, as they call it. He drives the meat wagon.
Hey, yo.
And so, come on, boy. So I didn't go and make conversation with him. And I remember this vividly. He was like, oh, I get tired of, like, I'd rather do this than do what I was doing before. I'm like, who was working before? Like, that's kind of weird. You're not tired of picking up dead bodies? So
What?
he was like, no, I was working for Ortiz Funeral Home. And he goes to say that they got mad lawsuits because they're prone to doing this. Having funerals and to be the one person in the casket.
Are they like a cheap funeral home or something? Like,
I don't know anybody who's ever. I know people have used them, but I don't sit there and ask someone when someone
Right.
dies. Oh, yo, how much?
Right.
That seems like a little,
I mean, you don't ask.
you don't ask. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but
I be wondering sometimes though, because it'd be like, yo, can I get an early retirement with some of these jobs?
I mean, it's a great business technically
Yeah.
because somebody's always gonna die. So it's not even fucked up, bro. Like that's
It was dark, but
saying
it was the
it's
truth.
yeah, like it's like
I'm not saying it's fucked
it's a
up.
bulletproof
I'm
business.
not saying it was dark, but
Nah, it was
it's the
dark
truth.
because
Yeah.
somebody's always gonna
It's a
die
bulletproof
and they're gonna
business.
keep getting money.
Yeah, like it's a bulletproof business. If I could get into it, I would. But yeah, but they're notorious for doing that. And so on the news, I think it was NBC, did a story where they was like, this is like their 12th time being sued, but because of this type of
That's
reason.
insane.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You probably would be sued a lot too if you actually did get into that.
Nah, I would not. I'm way more
They
compassionate
be
than that.
forgetting everything.
I do. But
He definitely would have
that's why
forgot that body in the
definitely,
morgue.
definitely a calendar.
How do you mix that? My thing is they have paperwork. Like the names have to.
So I don't
match
know how it
everything.
works. Where I don't know if they put like a tote tag. I'm assuming
Yeah, like the
someone died, you put a
numbers or
tote
something
tag.
like that.
But maybe they're just not good at their job. Like that's what it comes down to.
That's insane.
They're not good, but it's like that franchise that's not good at your job, but they could prime because you're cheap and you're in the neighborhood. Like there's an OT funeral all over the city.
That's what I'm saying.
Legit, legit,
chain.
all over. So that's what people go. Especially like people like to act like they got so much money and this and that. But especially like we all like grew up in the hood. Where does people go? Usually to Ortiz funeral because it's inexpensive.
Yo, but what's the craziest thing too though? Because it's like, yo, if that's not my dad in that casket,
And somebody else's.
who dad is that? Like,
No, for real.
Like, who dad is that? And then
And was
like, how do
they-
you react? Like,
that dad that was in the casket, was his funeral that same day? Like,
No, but if you ever been to Ortiz funeral home, so that's usually, so they're like a small enclosed. The way their funeral homes are set up is like they have like chapel A, B, and C. All
oh, okay,
within.
like it's different ones.
Yeah, within.
Okay.
So the story didn't say if that funeral was the same day. They never disclosed that, but that could be a possibility.
Imagine
but
you
even
sit-
still, that's still not an excuse. And then for you to tell me, yes, it is. That's fucking
But
nuts.
wait,
brother.
imagine you sitting in the funeral, your friends or somebody, God forbid, funeral, and they rolling out somebody else's dad and putting the dad in.
Pass
That's-
all the way out.
That's crazy.
No one's grandmother might have passed all the way out. Their abuela gone.
Yo.
It might have turned into like some wrestling, like SmackDown.
Legit. Oh, that's
for
crazy.
real, that's insane. Like, that's insane. Yeah.
Speaking of insane, let's get to the other topic of the day that happened this past weekend. The Roots picnic happened, bro. Thoughts, concerns to those that go out, because Hov returned to stage, hair all out. People wasn't feeling it. If you know Jay-Z, that's usually what he does before he drops the album. Also, Beyonce has her hairline out that they say he was also promoting with doing his fro. But the freestyle came out. Thoughts, concerns. We'll go to Jordan first because his boy was also mentioned, as well as other musicians were mentioned in the freestyle.
I'm be honest with you. I be feeling like I say this a lot on the pod, but I called this out weeks ago when I told y'all that little interview that he was doing. It was just so disingenuous and it was so fake because he was just like, "Oh yeah, mentioning people's names and beefing and all this stuff is not good for the culture." And I feel like as if it shouldn't be involved in the culture. And the first thing that man did when he decided to get on stage was what? He was talking about people, kids.
Who kids he talked about?
Nicki Minaj.
He was not talking about kids.
He was talking about Nicki Minaj, kids.
Oh, he was trying to call her son special ed or something like that, right?
That's not what
And,
he's
and you know what? I seen a recent video of him. Yo, he looked like he's choking, walking, and everything's normal.
That
I mean,
video,
I can't-
she was at the.
Yeah. I can't
something.
really say if
He
that
did not
is the
talk
case,
about her
but
kids.
He did.
He didn't.
He did.
Go ahead, bro. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Not only that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew Jay-Z was gonna do a freestyle. Jay-Z is always gonna do a freestyle, especially if it's like a live performance, because that's just what he does. Especially like we know new music is gonna be on the way. We know like he had a lot of stuff to get off his chest because he got a whole bunch of allegations and stuff going on right now. It's a little mixy in the Carter household right now,
Very.
which is fine. You know, it's fine if that's the case, but you didn't have to do an interview addressing that bullshit like as if you didn't know you was gonna respond like this. Because you knew the boy was gonna talk about some shit on his album. You knew it was coming, and you decided to do all those fake ass press runs before this shit happened. So, and then not only that, but the freestyle to me was weak. It was very weak. It was just like you got on stage and you just was like doing like spoken word, like as if people was gonna feel it. And I seen the reaction videos to the people in the crowd. Nobody was fucking with it. They was just like, yo, just get to your hits, gang.
I think people were. So certain people were, like they were into it.
I don't know what
I
videos he
mean,
was
don't
watching, to be honest.
don't get me wrong. There probably was some people that was like interested in it because I did see some videos of people like jacking it, but I seen a lot of negative because people just was like, yo, the fuck, like we not here for that shit. Show me what you got. Like, give me the hits. That's what I came here to see. And I just thought it was like, it wasn't the time and the place to present that, especially because like, yo, he was reconnecting with people on that stage that people hadn't seen him like do music with in a long time, like Benny Siegel, like, you know what I'm saying? Like bringing all of that back. People wanted the nostalgia. People wanted the vibes. And you killed that with some trash ass freestyle.
There's so many layers there that I'm nowhere near on the same side as Jordan. I think the first thing what Jordan said is going back to like with the freestyles. If you go to Jay-Z's concert, like you say, he always does a freestyle. So fans that are already there, already anticipating that. So it wasn't a surprise. So that's why mainly I don't agree with you with that, because if you go to a Jay-Z concert, you know he's going to do the freestyles. He's always usually done them, especially in at that type of setting. So people were expecting it. I don't agree with you on that. Secondly, with the interview that he did with, I believe that was with GQ, where he mentioned he wasn't a fan of beefs. I don't think this is hypocrisy, only because this is not going to be a beef. He's not going to get into a beef with with Drake or with Nicki Minaj or anybody else. All he did was he got his shit off. He said what he had to say. He's not going to be in there dropping a whole diss song like Kendrick and Drake. That's not going to be the case. He got it off his chest and he said it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially since you're the biggest one who came up here and said, oh, Drake had allegations against him being a PDF. So did Jay-Z, and so he got it off his chest and said, "Yo, Bugsby," and he went at him. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's no real allegations.
But there's not
paperwork allegations.
Okay,
that's
but
what I mean.
Okay, but either way, there's still nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being an artist. If you're an artist, you started telling me that there's nothing wrong with getting it off your chest in the freestyle. There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
No, it's
exactly.
Nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, don't try to act like that interview that he did. He basically was coming off so arrogant as far as like him with the notion that he's too above other people and he's too mature to get in the mud with them in this sense. And then the first thing you did, you rolled around in the mud.
I don't agree with
don't
that.
Don't get me wrong. I don't feel as if that it's a problem that he did this, but it's a problem that you did this right after that interview.
I could see what Joel was saying. Like, it's like he's saying you got on there talking about, like, how I be up here, I be like, yo, I'm in my healthiest relationship, I'm peaceful, blah, blah, blah. Then I turn around and tell y'all, like, yo, I went out last night, I did this and that. Y'all looking like, what the fuck? Like, where did this come from? Like
where the Christian music at, Britt?
Wow, that was crazy. Because Jalen always talking about some damn Christian music and shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
No, but I'm such a girl. I really want to know, he had less nappy dreads. Like, how, you know how long
he's done that for
to take out dreads?
Right,
like,
and his wife has the hairline. So I think it's
me and Joel use her stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's a one-off thing that people were trying to come at him. I think it was Huh? Oh, yeah. Whatever. So I think it's just one of those things to where if you don't like him, or if you just mad that he came at your artist, because he didn't just come at Drake. He came at Kanye, and I think the bars that he said in it was heavily worded and double entendres, and it was crazy. I think it is one of his best freestyles, especially when he came at Kanye and basically said, "Yeah, I think he's sane," but when he comes up to me, he's super normal as fuck. And then the shit that he mentioned with in regards to y'all talking about Britt not really like that. He mentioned the person that he stabbed in the freestyle.
Bro, that's old news.
It doesn't matter.
Bro,
he knows it's old, but it's simply saying, don't sit there and tell me I'm not like that if you know I have something on paper that I actually did stab somebody. Bro, so don't tell me I'm not like that if I actually did it, unlike some other rappers who never did nothing. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
No, that's true.
So then that's it.
But then, like, you talk about the other stuff that he mentioned in there, it's just like, he's like, go get your masters. That was one of the things he said about Drake. Drake's been owning his masters since 2018.
Again, I think the stuff he said about Drake was the weakest part of the freestyle. I think the stuff he said about Kanye was damning and great. The wordplay in that.
What's damning about that? It wasn't even damning enough for we know Ye.
We don't. I don't know.
No. I'm saying we know Ye in a sense of this man will tweet and he will have outrages and all that stuff about anything. He didn't even give this a response. The same with Nicki. Sometimes they off the rails and they did not give this a response because it was so weak. They didn't feel the need to.
That's okay.
That shit was not good, bro.
I think I'm losing my respect in your opinion when it comes to music because
I guess, but
I don't see how you don't think.
But what was good about that?
I told you the double entendres was crazy. That's
all right, gang.
That's my opinion, but I personally do. And again, I don't see nothing wrong with an artist getting on stage and getting it off their chest because he's not gonna get there and get in the studio and do this song for this song with anybody.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying.
He's saying
I get what he's saying because he said he did the interview, didn't do this. I get what he's saying, but I don't think it's in the same category because it's not really a beef. He's just getting off his chest of everything that's happened to him so far.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just a whole lot of people just be glazing Jay-Z and it's like whatever he say, it must be law. But that shit was not good. That shit was not, and I'm not the only person that feel that way. That shit just was not good. Like, yeah, he had a couple lines that was like, oh yeah, that's clever. But like, yo, when I hear a Jay-Z freestyle or a Jay-Z song, I'm expecting some shit like, yo, this is some shit that, yo, it hit. It's shaking shit up.
You see, I don't think that's true because
it ain't hit no Pop Smoke. The room is not shaking. The room is not shaking.
Dude, you can't. I don't agree with that only because even if he could be taking a different approach, and he wasn't because his pen game was still sharp in the freestyle.
What?
You just say he gave a couple bars. Now you're saying he didn't say anything.
No, but you said his pen was sharp. So if you say somebody
pen as in like he could still spit. He did what I'm saying to still come off the dome. Not that he wrote the freestyle. I'm just saying to come off the dome. That's what I'm saying. Like his wit is still there.
Ain't no way you telling me he came off the dome with that. Ain't no way you told me he came
You
off
don't
the
think he
dome.
did?
Hell no.
All right, bro.
Hell no.
Okay, bro. See,
Hell
you know, bro,
no.
Jay-Z is known notorious for even saying he doesn't even write his own raps.
Bro,
Like he writes nothing down.
a lot
Everything
of
he
people-
says is off.
a lot of
Everything he
people
says is off the dome.
A lot of people say they don't write their own.
In interviews, people say
they
that.
don't write their raps, right? Don't get me wrong. A lot of people say that. Jay-Z has songs that other people wrote. So what are you talking about? He didn't even write like 99 Problems. Ice-T wrote 99 Problems.
That's one. You're talking about one song.
No, because Kanye wrote multiple songs for him too. So
catalog where
you
he's
can't say that. Yes,
notorious for
yes,
saying
he
he
does.
writes nothing
Yes, he does get into the booth and he does spit off the top of his head when it comes to songs. But this right here was so strategic and so laid out plan wise. There's no way you telling me he came off the top of his head with that. No way. I'm not buying it.
Okay.
I mean, speaking of shots taken,
What up though?
let's talk about Lotto albums.
Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama.
Did you listen to the album?
I did. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like a
Jalen. I played them in the last episode.
I thought
No. I asked Joel, and then I was like, "Did Jalen listen to it?" But I forgot you the one that told me about it. Go ahead, Joel. My fault.
It was like a little 7.5 to 8 to me. I really like some of the songs on there. She definitely was spitting and sliding. Her flows was kind of crazy. I'm happy she was like that. She not gonna retire no more. I mean, I knew she wasn't.
Yeah.
But I'm happy she like, you know, I got the baby out and now I'm good. Yeah. You better have it. Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me was crazy.
What's the question, Britt?
What you think about the album? Because
I
Joel
already
wasn't.
gave my
I know,
review.
but Joel
yeah,
wasn't.
I like the album. I said the last episode. I definitely said the album, like I told you, it's very my man. If you like that type of music, you're gonna love the album. I think her first album is better than this one, but there's still songs. There's still songs, like I said, Comb Hard Diaper Bag is still heavily in rotation. Listen to that damn near every day. That song is crazy. The single she had with Glow is crazy. The shit she got with, I'm not the biggest fan, but I like the song every now and then with 21.
Hostage.
Yeah, Hostage. I couldn't think of the name of it. Yeah, so I mean,
Look at Britt listening to music. It take Big Mama to make you listen to music.
like it's
Yikes. I like
if you're in a lover girl, like if you're in your lover girl, soft girl era, this is the album for you. Like she's very promoting her man. Which again, to me, I got nothing wrong with, especially if y'all just popped out with a kid. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
I definitely saved like 3 or 4 songs off the album.
That's it.
Like 3 or 4. Yeah.
I mean, but for Britt, that's like saying
Yeah.
100 songs.
I
Yeah.
guess.
For me, that's a lot. So
I get, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Wait, so what do you rate the album?
it's like a 7, 8.
You only have 3 fucking songs on your phone.
But that's the only ones I liked. Like
math is not math.
it is mathing. It's mathing in my head.
It's not math.
Mathing in my
I
head.
think it's like 14 songs on that joint.
Okay.
You only got 3 on your phone, but it's an 8.
You're 4. I think I got Naked. I got Hostage. What's the one with Gorilla? Get Out
That's
My
a
Face.
single, yeah. That's a
Yeah,
single,
that
yeah.
one.
I don't really be counting singles that
you don't
count
like
towards the album rating because
Diaper
it's a single.
Bag?
I don't think I saved that one.
There's no way. That shit is.
That was the one everybody going crazy for. I ain't gonna lie. She spitting on that.
My ears.
You gotta hear it again.
different. No, please don't play it right now. Please. Let's not do this.
So let's do it after the show.
Yo, Jalen just
Cause like
ready.
I'll be honest, like that joint was crazy. That song was crazy.
Nah, but I definitely like the album. Like I listen, and I have 2 songs from Drake on my.
Look at that improvement every week. Okay, clock
I'm gonna call you. I ain't
it.
gonna call you a hater.
Clock
Nothing. That's what
it.
you like. That's what you like.
Nah, it was catchy songs, but I got it because I kept hearing it on TikTok. I'm like, nah, this shit is type catchy. I ain't gonna front.
I mean, but that is what like, and Drake will say that too. That's the effect. Like you hear it, and you just like,
But
damn, I done pop out. I heard
Now,
it.
when
I
y'all
heard it.
talk about music, like I don't really, because I have to. I'm not gonna sit down like how Joel said and he listened to it over like wow. He probably played it while he driving this every chance he got. I'm not that type of person. Like I just have to randomly keep hearing it to feel like, oh, okay, I could bump to this or something like that. Like I don't know. That's just how I am with music. Like it depends.
Outside is back to what it was. You know what I'm saying?
All right, too much.
Anyway, so let's move on to more of a serious topic that's recently happened after this past week, the recent verdict that came down with Carmelo Anthony and the things that happened in Texas. Britt, I'll let you start first. What are your thoughts on the case?
Joel start first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let Joel start first.
To Jordan.
First
Yeah.
though, I don't even know why I gotta do this, but some people out there. So let me give a disclaimer. What I'm about to say.
Give the facts of the case for.
No. But let me get to the disclaimer first. Whatever I'm about to say or mention, I don't feel like all white people are racist. I don't feel like any other race is all racist. And I don't feel as if, like, yeah, let's just keep it with that. But let's get to the facts of the case. So Carmelo Anthony, young track star, right? I believe 17 at the time of the incident. It was raining, thunderstorm. He's under in a tent. He was invited over to the tent by one of his friends, and he's there, to get out of the rain. While he's under the tent, minding his own business, there's about 7 young men. One goes over to distract the coach. 2 kind of stay towards the bottom of the bleachers, and then 4 young men approach Mr. Anthony. When they approach him, they say, like, get out of here. You're not supposed to be over here. And he's like, no, like, it's raining. I'm trying to stay over here. And then I can't really account for the rest of the words that they say, only because, you only know if you was there. Mm-hmm. But from the video footage, it shows the altercation between the men and, the young boys. And you see that the group of 4 boys, they start to get a little bit more aggressive, trying to get him from underneath the tent. Mm-hmm. One of the boys, Austin Metcalf, picks up his bag and throws it. Right? And they're like, get out of here. He still decides he doesn't want to go. And so now on the video, you see them attacking him. Right? So he's trying to defend himself. And through the process of him defending himself, he almost got away. Austin pulls him back. And then one boy has him in a chokehold. And the other boys start, swinging on him. And Carmelo manages to, pull out a knife, stabs Austin in the chest. And then through that commotion, he was able to get away, run to one of the coaches. From that incident, Austin Metcalf ended up losing his life, and that's where we go to the situation to why Carmelo Anthony is, being charged with murder.
I have a question. Was it a friend that invited him? I thought it was just like a random person invited. It was one of the friends.
It was one of his friends
that invited him under the.
Yes.
Tent. Okay.
And we'll speak all about that.
Okay.
All right. So now to go to my opinion on the situation, right? Because we did have one listener that, I peeped this a couple weeks ago. They mentioned the fact that this is not Jim Crow era, right? And to me, I just feel like when you say things like that, you're so wrapped up in your own bubble that sometimes you don't really know what's going on outside of your area or your bubble. Mm-hmm. So there's been multiple altercations where, black men have been mistreated. Not only black men, but black men, majority, have been mistreated in parts of the country that, we don't get to see because we up north. We live in New York. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And this case is from Texas. So you see young black men getting railroaded when it comes to charges or anything like that. Or you see them losing their life based off of situations that happen that are clearly racially biased. So when I see comments like that, or when I see people with that type of ideology or that mindset, it kind of leaves me disheartened just because you're not even open to the idea that things like this is happening. There's black people still being lynched. Yeah. We still have the KKK. There's the KKK in Throsneck. You know what I'm saying? We still have the KKK. There's people being lynched. Young black men get railroaded when it comes to charges. You're getting 3 times more of a sentencing than white people in a sense for the same crime. Same crime, same neighborhood, same state, all of this. So when it comes to this case with Carmelo Anthony, he don't get me wrong, his actions is not something that I'm championing as far as stabbing people or anything like that. But at the same time, I feel like in self-defense, and in the state of Texas, you're allowed to defend yourself. Like, you're allowed to defend yourself, especially when you feel as if you're in unreasonable, like, danger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were being choked out
Right.
by these, like, four, like, Carmelo Anthony's 5'7", I think they said 5'7", 5'8", 140 pounds. And you have 4 young men coming up. I don't know the metrics of all 4 men.
Metcalf is 6'1".
But, yeah.
He's
Both
tall?
of the Metcalf
6'1".
brothers,
Oh, wow.
because they were twins. Both of the Metcalf brothers, 6 feet 6'1", 220, 200. You know what I'm saying? That's a big,
6'1",
that's a
200.
big difference. That is a real big difference when it comes to somebody who's 5'7", 140. There's a reason why in boxing they have different weight classes, because stuff like that is detrimental to like what's going on. So you got situations like that, and where he's defending himself in this sense. So if you say that he's defending himself, but you still feel as if like he's at fault and should pay for it, that's fine. But to convict somebody of murder, like you charge him with murder, fine, because all DAs are going to try to charge you with the highest crime that they can, and then it comes to the courts to decide whether or not something is like too much or too little. You know what I'm saying? And they change things. But to say that he murdered that young man is crazy, because for things to be murder, you would have to have some intent.
Yep.
But especially before the situation, you have to have the mindset of, yes, like I'm going to kill this person. But the fact that he was defending himself and he never was the aggressor in the situation at all. Like, this is problems that was brought to him. So the fact that he defended himself and you charged him with murder is insane to me. Not only that, but in the court system, the way it's supposed to be, and the reason why I throw quotes on quotes is because, like I said, people like to say that this is not Jim Crow era, but when you're in court, you're supposed to be, like, when it comes to a jury, it's supposed to be a jury of your peers. So if you have an all-white jury for a young black man, and I looked up the numbers, they have 11% of African Americans that live in that same city.
That's crazy.
So 11%, that means that you could walk around the city and typically if you see 10 people, you will see at least one black person.
Right.
So the fact that you eliminated every black person off that jury is insane to me. Then you go and find out that Austin Metcalf's dad is really good friends with the judge and the DA. So all of those factors, and the fact that nobody stepped in to see, like, damn, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I feel like those are all grounds for like a mistrial in a sense.
Yeah.
And then your main witness, Hunter Metcalf, the other brother that was there, causing trouble, he was supposed to take the stand. He's your main witness. And the fact that he didn't take the stand, obviously the prosecutor didn't want to put him on stand because the stuff that he actually said of the true events that happened goes against everything in your case and would probably make the charges get lesser, or just the trial could be dismissed. But the fact that as the defense, you really allowed that, well, let me not even say allowed that, because it was just like in cahoots. The judge and the DA was working with them to try to eliminate Hunter from being able to testify. Like, it was so much evidence in this case that was just like thrown under the bus where you can't use it. Like, even the video. So the video that they showed in court, to the jury and like all the lawyers that was in there, typically like what happens is after they show that video in court and stuff like that and the case is over, the videos would get released, typically. Because there's sometimes, like, stuff be too graphic, so they try to suppress it. But in this case, I don't feel like that was it, but they immediately suppressed it so that the public can't see the video, because they already knew that the trial was slanted. So going back to my statement about the whole Jim Crow thing, like, I don't want to make it an issue where it's always just, oh, black people down, black people down, black people down. But in this country, that's typically how it works. It's like you do anything to screw over the black American. And it's not just like, you know, one specific race that does that. It's kind of one of those things where it's like a trend that we gonna keep on trending for the rest of the time. But that's my piece on this.
I was very well explained.
I kind of have a different opinion on the case than Jordan. I will say that, listen, someone lost their life. That's off the rip. So that's the main thing, that regardless how you feel, black or white, there is someone who, as a parent, is no longer going to have a parent and no longer going to have a son. That's the first thing. I think there's a lot of spotty things with the case, but I also feel like there's also a lot of testimony that witnesses gave that don't kind of line up with what Carmelo was saying. I think that's the biggest reason why Carmelo didn't even take the stand himself. He didn't take the stand. So I think I think that was the biggest flaw in the case, is the person who's facing the murder is not taking the stand. It's kind of hard with that alone to even win the case when you don't take the stand. It kind of already sets you behind the eight ball. For those who are familiar with law, if the person who's alleged of murder is not able to even take the stand because the defense would fear the prosecution in the court examination, because in court you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you are not guilty of said charge. It's hard to do that when that person doesn't even take the stand, because they know in the cross examination, when the cross examination is when the defense would have to question the witness, or vice versa, but the prosecution would have to question the witness. And I think with him not taking the stand, already sitting behind the eight ball, in the case, this wasn't a stone shut case. There's a lot of loose ends in the case for both sides. Regardless of how you see it, black, white, whatever, there's a lot of loose ends. And to me, the biggest loose end was, at some point in time, it does seem like Carmelo did have a chance to leave. That is, to me, seems that when you look at I forgot the name of the radio station, but when they were doing the reports and they were giving that, and they were reading some of the affidavits, it did seem like he did have, at some point, an ample time to leave the tent. Because I don't know if you've ever seen like a track meet or any whatever meet or in high school where his team couldn't afford it. I guess they couldn't. I don't know if they couldn't afford it. It wasn't set up. They didn't have a tent. So like Jordan said, it was raining. Carmelo and company go under the wrong tent. And like kids do in high school, yo, you're not from my school. Why you under my tent?
Right.
Oh, it's raining, whatever the case is. Whatever the case is, as a human being, it should be fine because it's raining. But you know how kids are, especially in high school. Kids could be ruthless. Whatever the case could be. Now, with that being said, it then escalated. And at some point, he did get away, and then when he did get away, that's when he did retrieve the knife. And so it's kind of hard when I tell people, regardless of the fact, self-defense is such a hard thing to prove, even in Texas, because there's so many pillars. And usually height advantage is a pillar, but 5'8" to 6'1" is not cannot be the end or be all in your case. That cannot be the foundation of you to try and win the case. And if you look at it, it did seem like they tried to make that the foundation. But again, if you're going to make that the foundation, then you have to have him take the stand and talk about that, which they didn't. So it's kind of hard. You put yourself behind the eight ball, if you see what I'm saying. So it's kind of hard. Now, going back to the jury, where I'm kind of with Jordan at, it's the 11%. And from what I saw, I believe there were like 3 or 4 jurors that were African-American that they did pick. But at some point, from what I was told, that when they were in the question, are you able to be impartial to someone who was black, they said no. So if you admit that, you can't be on the stand. You can't be on the jury. Like you shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Like you shot yourself in the foot. So that's when those people weren't selected. So this is what I'm saying. There's so many factors to this case to where it had it, and now it comes down to black and white. Now going into this is where not my problem lies, is now with the family, because now I'm seeing the GoFundMe's. They bought a fucking house with the money. Yeah.
Really?
And I don't know. They did that. Yeah. They bought a house. Yeah. They bought a house with the money, and so their statement was that, which could somewhat be true, but they said, oh, due to the death threats that they're getting, we have to relocate. But you don't buy an $800,000 house. They raised $500,000. They didn't even use all that to lawyer fees. So this is what I'm saying. So now as the plot thickens and someone tries to make this a black and white case,
crazy.
I can't subscribe to it, because now the family seems like they're a little, they're reaping with the benefits. Now I give my condolences, because at the end of the day, he lost a son. In the worst way, in the worst. I'm sorry, you lost a son yet to prison.
Right.
To the worst possible outcome. That's damn near worse than death for a black family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what people don't often understand, and they often say, "Oh, well, why couldn't he get this?" Like Jordan was saying, if you don't accept the plea, they throw the book at you. This is how it works. They throw the book at you.
Ego plays a part.
This is how it works. And you may feel like you could have beat the case, and this is why I feel bad for the family, because they could get in front of someone who has the gift of gab, and I don't remember the attorney's name, but could say, hey, we can win this case. I'm going to get your son off. We're going to do this. And It didn't work out that way. But this is what happens when you gamble and do that. Now, words are saying it's not been confirmed that he's even been offered a plea, which hasn't been confirmed. But usually how it works, they do usually offer something.
Right.
Usually. Like they usually do offer something. That's like
in this case though, I don't believe that they offered anything because, like I said, the DA and the judge is
that. I understand that part.
So
I understand that part.
Pretty much in the pocket,
right? Yeah. But this is where I don't want to say collusion is the wrong word because that can be true. But the kid died, so it's not like people are saying that. But someone died.
Yeah,
they wasn't targeting him. He committed an act that led to someone's death.
Yeah.
And
no, but they did target him though.
Target him how?
What do you
he
mean?
Killed somebody.
He killed someone, yes, but he was targeted. So he was defending himself.
That's not how self-defense works, bro. Because
So let me ask you
if you have time to leave, you could have just left.
But this is the thing. When you said that he had time to leave, right? You going based off of the reports. You know what the report said when it said he had time to leave? It wasn't after the altercation. What they saying is he had time to get up when the person told, like when the Metcalfs and the two boys that was with them told him to get up and move. That was his time to leave.
So, from the reports I read, it was that he had time to leave before he even got into the scuffle. And they said, yo, get out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like, yo, I'm not leaving. I'm staying here.
That's what I'm saying.
So that was just time to leave.
If you sitting down somewhere, right, and I come up to you and I tell you, get up and move, does that mean that you have to get up and move? Or do I have the right to attack you because you didn't get up and move?
That's two separate things. Yeah, attack.
But that's what happened.
Right, but that doesn't mean you pull out a knife on somebody.
If someone is choking you from behind,
this
Jay,
all could have been. It's like when you go in the street.
I'm not saying that it couldn't have been avoided because it could have if he would have got up and moved.
That's
but just because something could have been avoided doesn't mean that now your life is in imminent danger and you can't defend yourself.
But this is why people think that they're street lawyers and think, oh, self-defense. Like, it's so hard to self-defense is not easy to prove. That's why it's not something that people hardly try to go with in these states. People think of
in those states, in the stand your ground states like Texas, Florida. And all that. That's what they always go with.
No, but it only works 25% of the time. So it's 1 in a quarter chance you're gonna get away with it. It does not always work.
But you know
so it's
why
hard
it
to
doesn't
prove.
Always work because a lot of the time they don't have evidence. But there's video proof.
So why didn't he take the stand?
Most of the time when you're in situations like this, especially for murder, they try not to let the person that's on trial go to the stand.
Because you have to beyond reasonable doubt. It's so hard to prove. But this is what I'm saying.
So they try
it wasn't
not
a case
to.
that she never even went to trial. This is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. The lawyer felt like they could win it without him going to the stand because they had evidence that was overwhelmingly on their side.
This was my son would have said take the plea. And I done told family members in my life to take the plea.
What was the plea? Do we even know if a plea was there?
If a plea was offered, I would have said take the plea. Because especially in Texas, I know they're going to try and lynch you. Yeah. And I already know it.
Even the fact, like you said, they used the money, right? Don't get me wrong. They used the money so it looks bad. Yes, you said they bought an $800,000 house. You do know that area of Texas, that city, is very affluential. So a lot of the stuff there costs a lot of money. So if they're the
optics, bro, it's just not a good look. Like there's no way to sugarcoat nothing that they did. You can't do that.
I'm not saying that the optics don't look bad, but at the same time, if you're getting death threats, I'm not sure if he's their only kid in the house.
Right.
But if they're getting death threats as a family, right? Because the whole city now is already against you.
Right.
Right? Because this whole plan. You got Austin and Hunter's dad making all these racial videos and stuff like that, calling for action from people. All of this, right?
I don't know if you saw. I don't know, but I'm gonna explain the video stuff.
Oh no! Oh my.
Yeah, but in the video, so his I forgot his name, but he went on a whole rant. I want to say 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, that it was like countless videos, and he said some stuff that if you were first time watching this, you would say he's racist. That's just very. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He basically said that some of y'all don't know who your father is. I say they, I mean black people. You guys are animals, this and that. He goes off. But if you continue to watch it,
gorillas, watermelon eaters.
At some point, he comes to, I want to say, a somewhat level head, because he does then say, I tried to offer peace when I came to I guess there was a conference, like a media conference with the cameras and everything, and he wanted to sit in while Carmelo Anthony's attorney was making a statement. And they asked him to leave. And so he's like, yo, I wanted peace and you're asking me to leave, but I will leave. And his comment, which was the heaviest thing that he said, was, you see how you asked me to leave and I just leave? Why couldn't your son do that? And I think that was the heaviest thing that he said was, and I didn't agree for anything that he said because I think he sounded beyond inconsiderate. But again, I try to be somewhat empathetic. Someone who's lost a son. But he did sound very racist, very conservative, the whole nine. But that part, that 2-second clip that he said, you're going to ask me to leave, I'll do it because your son didn't do it. That was, to me, was damning because that, to me, so I got to hear.
No, and that's true. But then you also got to look at it as far as this, right? Just because somebody asks you to leave don't mean you got to leave. And with that, doesn't mean that you should get attacked for that. Because if that's the case, we would be set way back. You want to talk about Rosa Parks on the bus. They asked
I agree with that, but this is what I say all the time. Every situation is not Rosa Parks.
I'm not saying every situation have to be Rosa Parks. And I'm not saying that you have to be one to try to get into a confrontation. Because you could just be like, F it, I'm going to take that L and I'm going to get up and go. But not everybody is like that. And you shouldn't have to do that because someone's going to attack you now. There's plenty of people, you want to talk about character witnesses and stuff like that. There's plenty of people that even after the case went on interviews talking about these boys was menaces. They were bullying people, menaces.
Again, he could be a bad kid. Doesn't mean you deserve to die.
No, I'm not saying he deserves to die because I will never say that anybody.
I'm not saying you do, but I'm just saying like he could be like Metcalf could be an asshole. Like, two things could be true. Like, you know, the guy could be an asshole and then someone stood up for himself. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying this is why people say violence is never the answer, because when things like this happen, and I'm not saying I'm against Carmelo. I'm just saying I hate to see black men in this situation because you know I already knew how it was gonna end. Like people act shocked. I wasn't. I know how it was gonna end.
Before you go,
all right, go ahead.
But same city, Case and Allison.
Yeah, they talked about that.
Stabbed someone in the high school, and that one didn't seem like it was self-defense at all.
He only got 10 years.
10 years because they switched the charge from murder to negligent homicide.
But we see that here in New York, bro. You know what I mean? Juveniles I see kill somebody only get 6 years.
That's my point.
So, but that's
my point. But
that doesn't make it a good thing, though.
But I'm saying, but it's a racial situation. Right. That's my point.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, someone did die. So someone should have to pay for that situation.
I'm one of the believers that I feel like if you do murder someone, I think it should automatically be 15.
But it's not murder. He didn't have the intent to kill him.
It's hard to prove that if you stab someone one time. It's hard to. You can't say stabbing someone is premeditated.
If I'm being choked out, and I got a knife on me
after the choke, after he got choked, he then went and got the bag and then got the knife. That's how it went.
No, that's not how it went.
That's according to the reports I read. That's exactly
not how it went. He went to go get his bag back. Remember, I just said Austin picked up his bag and tossed it. So he went to go get his bag, right?
Then reached inside the bag.
No, he tried to leave, and Austin pulls him back. That's the account of the people that actually saw the video. So obviously I didn't see it, so I can't really tell you that.
So we both going off of what we believe happened.
But we going based off the account of the people who actually saw the video. So they have a first-hand account of actually seeing what happened, right? And they said he tried to get his bag and he tried to go away. Austin pulled him back in. And once he pulled him back in, another boy was behind him choking him, and they were swinging on him. So he went into his bag as this is happening.
As he's being choked.
Knife. Yes.
That sounds crazy.
Jay, what else you want him to do?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying
you want him to be choked out.
I'm not saying, but
if you play the situation
like that, that don't even sound. Go into your bag as you're being choked out. Like that sounds crazy.
Bag.
You're trying to say 6'1", but you know how hard it is to reach into your bag. Someone's 6'1" and you're 5'8". Like I'm just saying that alone doesn't.
No, I understand. My fault, Britt. I'm gonna give you the floor.
No,
Jay,
you're good.
You're a cop. How many times did you try to arrest somebody who's small, like skinny, short, all of that? If they're resisting, it's not easy. It's going to take more than one person.
It's hard to go inside to fully unzip a bag while someone's choking you.
You don't know if his bag was already open.
But now we're talking about too many ifs and ifs. That's why I'm saying this. But that's before I said the story alone has too many holes in it. But that's my point. To try and get self-defense. That's why getting self-defense is so hard to achieve, because there's too many variables to try and pull beyond reasonable doubt. That was my point from the beginning.
And that's true. But you're also going based off the mindset of you didn't see the video.
No.
So if we going based off of the account of the people that seen the video, whether it sounds far-fetched or not, they said he was being choked and he went into his bag and stabbed him. So that means that they saw those events happen like that. So even if it sounds far-fetched to us, we didn't see it. So that's why it sounds far-fetched, because we don't have a first-hand account. Go ahead, Britt.
So it's a lot to, speak on with this. I think my first thing is like when things like this happen, you see how the evidence or our point of views is all different. It's hard to, I feel like we have two different, people say different things, right? So you got some black people that's team like they straight go to, oh, white people are racist, this and that, right? And then you have where I could say is like us, where we're sitting here trying to dissect everything that happened. Granted, we can't dissect anything because we wasn't there and we really didn't see any videos, right? And then my standpoint also is read the room, right? So I'm not, let's rest in peace to that young man, right? And I'm not saying self-defense wasn't a part of this. However, if I'm somewhere and I know that something's about to go down, I'm going to try to avoid that situation before it gets worse. So I do understand what Jalen is saying or whatever. Then I do understand the self-defense part of like, yo, if I'm getting attacked, I'm going to pull something that I got to
And I understand that part, but my point is just so hard to prove that.
Right.
That's like that. My whole thing is just so hard to prove that.
I just think that a lot of times, going back to what you said in the beginning, Joel, people don't realize that modern day slavery, things like that, racism, all this stuff is still happening.
Still exists.
Like, because we don't live in these countries or these small like areas or whatever, it still happens, right? So, the things that, or the amount of time they given him is not surprising. That's not what's surprising to me, right? It's more of
the
like
fact that they charge him as an adult.
Yes, yeah.
Because he's 17, they charge him as an adult.
So, and even that's not a little bit surprising because it's just like that's what they're gonna do, right? I think my standpoint is more of like, I feel like as black people, right, we need to become more aware of certain things, right? Because I've seen situations where you have a black person, and it's usually men, right? Not to say, but we usually see men getting attacked by either, or men in a situation like this, right? Black men in a situation like this. And I think that a lot of times it's a man, sometimes you have black men that are like, nah, I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna... You know how many times I didn't seen like a black man get arrested and people are recording and people are telling him like, don't fight back, don't resist, don't do this. And they like, nah, blah, blah. Like, look at that. It was a video where the man bit the canine dog and all that stuff like that. Like, just if you're going to get arrested, just, you handle everything later. You get your lawyer, you do your phone calls, different things like that. I think sometimes, yes, I'm not saying everything is right? But even if it's wrong, it's hard. Obviously, I've never been in that situation, and I'm not a man that goes through something like that. But at the same time, like, I think it would be so much easier to just read the room and just, like, it takes mental and a lot of strength to just be like, you know what, let me just, so that it won't escalate and it won't get worse. I do feel like the stories that y'all told, granted, we didn't see the video. If it was a situation where he had time to go walk away, once they said, like, if people... Say we in a party, we in a section, and we go to somebody else's section, and everybody come up to us like, yo, this not your section, y'all need to move. We not going to stand there and be like, nah, we not moving. Because we already know what's going to happen next. You get what I'm saying? So if there was a chance for him to walk away, I wish he would have walked away, right? And then if it was a situation where he didn't have time to walk away, where somebody grabbed him back, I'm sorry that man lost his life, but you grabbing me back, so you're looking for the problem, right? And these situations happen all the time. And I agree with actually both of y'all where, like, because it's not that y'all disagreeing with each other, it's just that y'all got different facts, basically, on certain things. And I think it's just really tough that people don't have knowledge on these things or don't, I think it just needs to be, because it's not going to stop. Let's just call a spade a spade. This is not going to stop. Like, being a black person is gonna be hard. Like, all my life I had to fight. Like, that's true. Like, it's not gonna stop. We see it. We was just talking about. Well, I was just looking at how, the Kevin Hart roast. Okay. How they was going on. That white comedian or whatever, because he said what he said about Paul George or whatever like that. Like, this stuff is not gonna stop. Now Jalen just getting up while I'm talking. Nah, but this stuff is not gonna stop. We good? Okay. This is not gonna stop, and I think that my standpoint on it is
The
like,
education should be better.
yeah, like I think we should have like, so I come from we work in schools before, so like it needs to be more workshops, like all these like black nonprofit organizations maybe should start like workshops of like
I mean, some of them do these workshops,
that's the
but
thing though too, bro.
a lot of sometimes it's just ego.
yes,
And a lot of it is ego, but then it's also your background and where you come from, right? Because this is a young black man, right? So the conversations that I have with
He wasn't no dummy. I think he had like a 3.2 GPA.
3.7.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he wasn't no dummy.
Student athlete, right? And you're from like you go to a school predominantly white.
right.
But couldn't afford the tent. I don't understand that.
You live in a.
Go.
That's true. But
I was gonna get to that.
you live in a community predominantly white. So the same way I said that person who commented they're in their own bubble, he's also in a sense in his own bubble. So we don't know if he's ever really seen situations like this.
I mean,
Like,
I don't agree with that because carrying the knife.
Yeah, but
I'm saying, if you're carrying a knife, you're
aware.
You're aware of your surroundings because you carry it for protection. So you're aware of something because you're carrying the knife.
But we don't know what kind of knife it was. So we don't know.
What the fuck?
No, but what I'm saying to you is we don't know what
I
type
don't
of
think
knife it
that
was.
matters, bro.
No, it does.
If it can penetrate someone, it's a legit knife.
It's the reason why I say that, right? So like, if we see someone with a knife, right? Not every time that person has to get arrested because we don't know what that knife is for. That knife could be because they use it at work. That knife could be because it's a utility thing.
He's carrying a knife.
We don't know. The same way you can't determine
yes,
his
intent because they carried.
The same way you can't.
It came out. He doesn't use it for work. Or he said he said he carried it for protection. That's what the report said.
That's what the report said?
Yes.
All right, so if that's what the report said, then that's what the report said. But what I'm saying is, like, we couldn't speak on the intent without that. But all right.
But I don't think, not to cut you off, but what you just said, I don't think that has anything to do with reading the room. Like,
it does, because some people are unaware of what the room that they're even in.
But if you're carrying something for protection, that means this situation either
has happened before, or you're privy.
It could have, but the room that he was in, that he was aware of, could have been, I'm carrying this for protection because I get bullied all the time. I'm 5'7", 140.
That could be.
And I go to school in a predominantly white
So if you get bullied all the time and you go under a tent, yes, I get it. It was the weather, everything like that. And you go under a tent and you have white young boys that you probably know who bully or would start something with you. Once they come up to you, I don't want no problems. I'm out.
But
now, if it's
young and your mindset is different, that's something that you would do. We can't account that for everyone just because it might not have been something that's to the forefront. I like the conversations I have with my little brother or my nephew is not the conversation that even someone that grew up in the same neighborhood would have as me. Like, let's say when it comes to like dealing with the police, I always tell my brother and my nephew, like, just comply to what they saying, and even if they like, you always ask them, am I under arrest? If not, don't even run away. Just walk away. Because as soon as you run, that might give them the opportunity to say, okay, this and that. So somebody who grew up in the same neighborhood as me might not have that same advice.
So, I mean, the only reason why I say I disagree with you, not to cut you off, and we spend way too much time on this topic. But the only reason why I'm saying is because according to from his dad's reports, it seemed like his dad gave him these conversations multiple times. His dad and mother basically told him, it's hard, but it seemed like they had these type of conversations with him. So I'm kind of in agreement with Britt. Like, you kind of had this idea. And again, it might have been two facts. It might have been his ego, and the guy was a fucking known to be a bully. It might have been his too. So it just...
I want to prove a point today. Like,
that's
I'm
what I'm
tired
saying.
of this.
And that, so, and, me and my dad had these conversations all the time. It was like, sometimes it's not worth the fight. Like me, I carry my joint everywhere, everywhere. I don't sit there and go looking for not trouble or have an ego because I know it's not. It's the width is. I carry it for protection sense. If I really do, like, it's a dire need. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is just one of those situations where it's one of those stories that my grandfather's been telling me since I was a little kid, bro. Don't put yourself in some situations with a white man because you're gonna lose. And
y'all ever seen the movie American Skin?
Nah, never saw
Nate
that.
Parker?
Nah.
So similar situation happened. Nate Parker was always telling his son in the movie and stuff like that about, like, same situations about black people and stuff like that. But his son went to an all predominantly white school and got the education like, oh, you're allowed to fight, like to even fight the police if they you feel like you're in danger for this, and that, and like, you know, going based off case law, but there's no application of it, like you're not applying this situation because you're not used to seeing this stuff. That's where I'm coming from, because it's different. There's a difference if I educate you on something and then you actually get into education and seeing it firsthand.
Right.
Well,
So similar to being a cop, you always ask crazy segment, which I didn't even know this was even the case for.
You didn't hear about this?
I don't. You know, I'll be paying attention to this reality TV bullshit.
This is the lighten stuff up a little bit. Hold
Yeah.
on, shake it off.
yeah, it got heavy in
Go
here.
ahead, bro. You could. I don't.
Let's. So let me ask y'all a question, right?
All right, what's up?
Y'all both openly said y'all are, y'all
Law
professions.
I didn't openly say it. Jalen did.
I worded it that way because I knew he was gonna say that.
He's a child.
I threw you the alley hoop.
He's a child.
No, but would y'all leave y'all job if y'all got called to be on a reality TV show?
No. You gotta finish the question. No.
Joel, go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The other day, I was out there with the stream of you kids, and I was like, "Yo, if Kyle walked through right now and said take this home," I was like, "Nah."
Wait, we
I
didn't
would
even,
have, but that would have been fun though.
we didn't even talk about the Daphne Joy, John. I just realized that.
What?
With the sex tape leaking.
Oh, we didn't even
Yeah,
talk
about
about
that. See,
that.
She's going on a press run.
Yo, we'll talk about that next week.
But quick question. Because I saw this, and I want to know you because you're in a relationship, so I don't want to put you under a relationship. I mean, you are too, but it's different. I don't want a woman to answer this question. I'm just curious what the guy would say. So she comes out and she's promoting prostitution. Everything we all could agree on.
100%.
We all could agree on that, right?
100%.
What do the fuck you want to do, Britt? We all could agree on that. Jordan, what would be your price if you was a prostitute?
My price? Oh shit! Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm scared. What would your price be?
Let's see. I think low key, my price would probably depend on who it is. but
You giving up cheap dick? You gonna lower the prices for some shit?
If Rihanna was like,
Nah, your price gotta be your price, bro. You can't. Nah, come
Alright, so
on.
if I
That's
got-
bad. That's
if I-
bad dick
if I got a
management, my
set-
nigga. You got a price. You got a
Not a
price.
set price. Given all that I bring,
Nigga, you bring nothing but
The
dick.
fact that he has to go through
that's what
all
I'm
of
saying.
this.
You bringing nothing but dick. You are a gigolo. What is your
That's
price?
what
Are a gigolo?
That's what I'm saying.
is your
That's what
price?
I'm saying. I might have to put up the prices. Like, yo, you got to pay me like Diddy, gang.
What? I don't know what that means.
He was giving out like, I think the lowest they said was like 50 bands.
You're not charging the bitch 50,000 on it.
Charging?
He's not
Yeah,
charging.
because I'm going to the sugar mamas. You gotta have money, gang. If I'm a sell it,
50.
nigga's not
if
charging.
I'm a sell it, I gotta go to the rich. Yo,
You're not charging.
the old ladies.
Yo, you lying for the pot. You're
The
not.
wives.
bro.
I mean, it probably won't be 50K.
You're not
Like,
charging.
you
Let me tell
gotta
you
at least give me
story.
5. I ain't gonna cheapen myself. You gotta at least give me 5.
Okay, now you be more realistic.
Yeah,
$5,000.
it's 5.
So I'm about to air one of my bros out. So he goes to Colombia, right? He was just in the group chat talking about this. He goes to Colombia. He's charging.
Wait, he's charging?
Yeah, like he's paying
Oh,
100.
okay.
He's paying-
Mad confused.
No. I'm
I'm
sorry.
say, yo, what's the trick?
He's paying $100, and we all like, yo, wildin', bro. Like, what the? He's like, yo, I'm tired of. I gotta out
As
here.
someone who's been to Colombia, I think $100 is on par for the course.
Jalen, do tell.
I will not.
Do tell. No, but everybody was like, we was all clowning him. He's like, fuck that. I don't care. Out here.
$100 is cheaper than a
They was like, he was like,
100%.
he was like, out here, he got to take a bitch on the dates. He got to do all this extra shit. He tired of doing that shit. He paid $100.
Round on the floor.
I'm saying,
He was like $100, and I get all the pussy I need. I'm like, nah, that's
Yo,
wow.
live great out there, King. I'm going to group chat to tell you. Live great out
Going
there.
next
King.
week. He's going next week.
You know I had a double
Nigga
in.
still had the double in. Nigga said spin the block. That nigga tricking, boy.
I cannot.
It's all right, King. Go do
Yo,
it.
that nigga tricking, boy.
No, nah.
That was funny.
But the reason we're talking about this is because apparently there's a I don't watch Love Island. So that's one of the reality TV shows I don't actually watch. I did watch like one episode when I was at a friend's house.
Never seen it.
You never seen it?
Never seen it.
I watched one episode. I'm not really into it, but there's a cop on there where he left his job.
Did you see that?
Yeah, to go on Love Island.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yo, where was he a cop at? Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
That plays a huge fact into the.
Oh,
question.
like where he was a cop at?
I think it was somewhere down south.
Because it might be like a legit. He might have a personality. It might be legit be his way out if he's like about it. But
That makes sense. I didn't think of it
depending
like
on
that.
the type of
That
like,
makes sense.
you could be a cop in a dead end town where you know you're not going nowhere. There's no real pension.
makes
Like
sense.
it really does depend.
Okay.
Yo, and that chief was wilding. He was wilding. He was like,
Oh, he came out like the department said something about it.
Yeah, they was tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he spent so much money fucking training the cop.
man, that's really what he was
Yeah,
saying.
100%. Yeah, I
He
understand.
spent all this money.
Yeah, 100%.
He was a rookie too, right?
Oh, so he. Oh, so
I don't know if he was.
He
a
had no
rookie.
plans on staying
I
there.
don't know if he
Then.
was a rookie, but I don't think he had that much time on. But you think about it, right? You go on a show like Love Island. I don't know not one person that was on Love Island that is not at least more up than they were.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
on the
if
show.
yeah,
Right.
So if you in that situation and like Jay said, like yo, you could go in there and change your motherfucking
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like you get on there and you do what you do.
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yo, Kai, if you see this,
This nigga's crazy.
At Casanat.
Rick, can we get to her segment, please?
send me the streamer. Send me the streamer. You know what?
Shout out to
That's the murder.
yeah, because Joel, we just gonna cut you off for this one. We're gonna intentionally cut you off this time.
Why?
Because you said what?
You wouldn't leave your job for streamer you?
No,
Tripping.
Streamer you?
I don't even
No,
know what that is.
no. You talking about like Streamers University?
Oh, look at you. You're in the chat.
Wow, that's crazy.
He thought you was out there singing Yolanda Adams.
That's crazy. Y'all gonna stop, all right? No, but shout out to the cups we got. You know, shout out to those. The her segment
Please.
this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I
Quick
didn't know
explain
that
that.
was.
It's still going on.
I was gonna
Yeah.
speak on that too.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you a king and you need some help out there, don't be ashamed. Because, they like to say that we the strong ones and we got to be the ones to take care of everything. But, the strong ones need people to look out for them too. And if you got a strong man, make sure you look out for him, gang, because just because he ain't speaking on the situation don't mean he not going through a lot. Especially he shouldering his problems and most likely yours too. So
I'm glad you said that, Joelle, because my question. My question is, what's something men are often told to just deal with that actually affects like y'all mental health?
Getting no hoes.
Wait, what he
Yeah,
just
what?
said?
Getting no hoes.
Getting no hoes is crazy.
it's always assumed you got hoes.
That's a fact.
I know you
I don't
talking
talk
to
to
at least
nobody.
like 3 of these.
Let's go to work and go home.
I'm talking about mental health. Y'all talking about some getting no hoes. That
was
does
childish,
not
I'm sorry.
Look, that's a part of mental health because I'm supporting my bro.
That was no. I just tried to make a joke.
Jalen is toxic. Jalen, they're gonna eat you up for that. No, but on a serious note, that can affect someone's mental health though. Like,
Getting no hoes.
yeah, that could affect the guy's mental health. Cause, like, yeah, whatever.
Unless
But
they ugly.
No, but not only that,
Woke,
but like,
ain't got no money.
yeah, because like, if you ain't getting no hoes and you ain't getting no,
and you around your homeboys always getting the hoes, and you the one just sitting there all the time. That could have.
you're not getting the extracurricular activities, like, yo, that is another boost to happiness.
I'm gonna have the same answer I did last week. Not hitting the parlay stresses me the fuck out. Affects my mental health. While Jordan hitting it, I'm not.
Hold on, shit. First off, I would like to say shout out to Ant.
The fuck you showing him out for?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
You didn't
remember,
make the ticket?
Nah, remember a couple weeks ago we talked about like, yo, if I give you the slip or if I give you the money,
Oh, he pieced you
yo,
off?
I gave him the
He gave
slip,
you
yo, he
PC?
pieced me up, yo, PC.
Can I get some?
No.
You ain't hit, nigga. You not in the chat?
You like what?
Wow, that was crazy. You meant that. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
you be going through ebbs and flows. Lose 200, win 200, where my money at? Yo, it be
Yeah,
stressful.
Corey tight. He
You
just
don't know if
lost.
they got it back.
That shit real stress, nigga. That fucking gambling be real stress.
That's crazy.
I mean, if I had to answer the question, I would say a lot of the times it's like men are expected to hold in your emotions for everything, right? and it's this notion that women want you to be vulnerable with them and they want you to show them this emotion and stuff like that. That's what they ask for. But then when you do it, yo, you a bitch. And you this, you that. Like,
Your girl talk to you like that, bro?
no,
I'm just asking.
saying
Don't
women in
feel
general,
offended.
bro.
I'm just asking.
Toxic J.
It's a safe space.
Why the her segment? You Toxic J come out. Let me know. Let me know.
I'm just asking. Like, I would have been there for him if it's like,
You need help.
I'm just saying.
I saw that video with the guy's like, hold my boy, when he's like, yo, my girl be beating on you, like domestic violence.
Let's say, yo, that video guy. Yo.
Nah.
No, but I was just saying, like women have this facade, let's say,
Okay.
that they want to know, like your emotions, and they want you to be vulnerable. I want you to cry in front of me. That's a lot of the times what they will present. But then when men actually present that, it shows weakness to them. And women don't really react to it often the way that they should. So a lot of the time, the men feel like that's something that they do have to conceal and hold inside.
Okay. All right. So, being that you guys said that,
Do you not agree with him? You just said
I
so.
agree.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree.
He's about to go off.
no. I agree. I think that, I mean, he said it all. That's why I ain't say anything. Like,
Oh, you had the same opinion?
yeah, like I agree. Like there are some women that want to see an emotional side of a man, and then when they see that emotional side, it's like, ew, why does?
All right, well, can I go now?
Oh, sorry.
I didn't go. My other ones was jokes. I didn't really go.
No. Oh yeah, you did.
Those were
say
jokes. I was making
Sorry.
jokes. I was being funny.
We still support you though, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll probably hit next time.
I hope so. Put that in there. Yeah. I mean, I won because I did bet the next championship
You did?
before the playoffs started. Yeah, so I made some nice little chunk of change.
Can I get $1?
No.
Okay.
I was on the serious. I will say finances. I think because I think most men, I would like to say most men would provide for whoever they can if they actually had the means to. I think that's in the man's like DNA is to provide. But if you don't,
Facts.
if you ain't got it, I think not having it or I think being broke is which leads to a lot of crime now or people going crazy because they don't have the means to.
I
And
think that's in everybody.
yeah.
If you was rich, would you trick? Same for you, Britt. If you was
Trick?
rich,
We're going off of that Drake shit that he said. I mean, the shit that academic said with Paul Pierce.
well, I mean, that plays a part of it now. But I'm just asking based off of what you said.
Oh.
Like if you had the means. So I'm saying if you was rich, would you trick?
I want like with my girl. Like if I was my girl, yeah, like I'll buy whatever you want.
I mean, obviously you would trick on your girl. But I'm just saying if you.
Oh, you mean like?
I'm saying if you were single.
Oh, you mean like if I'm trying to court someone or just like in general, like yo,
No.
like the
You
like
single.
like the little baby shit. I buy you a Chanel bag just so.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, you tripping?
Nah, I'm not doing.
If you single and you just buying random shit,
Just buying random
because-
Chanel bags, nigga.
Why not?
This nigga's cruel.
If you got the means, why not?
Nah, because I got the means. I got the means for you.
That's true. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you have
I'm
to.
trying to understand. You would do that?
That's what he said. That's what he
If
said.
I was single and I was Elon Musk, all
You get a Chanel bag. You get a Chanel bag.
yes,
You get a
all my girls in every country. If I was single with Elon Musk money,
Yo, he a lick. He look at you like a
it
walking
ain't a lick.
lick.
Because
Nigga.
why would it be a lick?
Why are you doing that?
Go donate to a cause.
Because if I'm talking to you, I want to make sure you're mentally like
No,
okay. You don't
you-
have to worry about nothing because you're a girl that I'm talking to. So I'm
Every
gonna,
girl.
How's she
if you're
gonna
good
like
on
you
to-
for you, bro?
No, if you're a girl that I'm talking to, I don't want you to have to worry about nothing.
But she's not gonna see you for you. She's gonna see your money.
Why do I care?
Oh, this
You're
is
just
crazy.
like you're in a sense. Essentially, you're just a girl that I'm sleeping with.
No, bro, you can't have it both ways. You can't say I don't want you to worry for nothing, but then say I'm just sleeping with you. You can't have it both ways. You cannot
can't I?
have you, bro. And I'm
Are you
talking.
serious?
Yeah,
Are you
bro.
tired still? Like, what just happened?
Britt.
These damn drums.
No, I'm just saying, Britt. Look, if I got a girl in,
Yo, Sean, get your
let's
man.
say if I'm single and I got a girl in every state, right?
You're tricking. Or you know how much a Chanel bag costs?
I'm rich, and it's something that I'm saying that I don't have to worry about. Like if I was Elon Musk, that man has $1 trillion. You know what $1 trillion is?
That don't mean you spend it.
So you spend
He can
it?
buy everybody in the world a Chanel bag and still be richer than everybody in the world.
That don't mean you buy it just because you could do it, bro. That's
Why not? I want to make sure that you don't have to worry about nothing.
Why? If you're just sleeping, because what does it matter?
So when I pull up, there's no issues because you have nothing to worry about.
This nigga's a walking like. I pray you never get no real money, bro. Because you're
praying on me to be broke is crazy.
Broke, but like I don't want to see you lose it all, bro. Like
why would I lose it all?
Why would you trick what?
Why would I lose it all though?
Wow.
You go to Colombia for $100, nigga. Why you buying shit? Why you buying shit?
You go together. Like, what is happening right now? Like, whatever.
Let him sit with it.
Okay, so being that, I guess he went on to the next topic. I was gonna say, what's something a female did for you that you would never forget as a guy? Since we were talking about, it's females tend to.
That's a good question.
Yeah, what's something that you don't gotta say who the female was or anything like that, but like, what's something that a female did for you?
I've been spoiled, bro. Like I done had an ex buy me like a laptop. Another bought me like $500 cologne. I've been spoiled, bro.
Like, so for example, right? Oh, go ahead. No,
I was just gonna say, for me, it's not really about like what you can provide for me physically, but like any of the females and it's friends included, any of them that ever checked up on my mental and like really meant it, like yo, like out of the blue, like yo, I'm just calling to check to see how you are, like what's your temperature, how your mental is. That right there, I'll never forget.
You think that like you would just never forget that?
Never.
Yeah, if he was rich, you checked up on me. Oh, here you get the Chanel bag.
Get you.
Shout out to my boy. I ain't gonna say his name, but you know what it is when you see this. My motto is, if I got it, you got it, gang.
This nigga's crazy.
I ain't gonna front. Joel is that type of person. One time he randomly, like, I guess he got up or whatever. He had some extra money and he randomly sent me and Yolanda money. Randomly, like just randomly. I still remember that. I sent it back to him.
I'm your friend, but you ain't never getting that from me, Britt. I ain't gonna hold you unless I hit like I'll really be up. If I'm really up.
That's fucked up.
If I'm really up, we up. I gotta really be up. Though.
Nah, like if Corey was up here, he would bring up the Montclair. Corey wanted the Montclair since high school, and so I was like,
easy.
There's a big birthday coming up. Get the Montclair.
Shout out to you because that's something that he really.
But what did they do for you?
With like Corey?
No, somebody that you never forget. I mean, it could be Corey.
Okay, so if you're talking about like friends or anything like that, you know what? I'll use my grandmother passed away last summer or whatever, and I think just my friends being there for me, like I didn't want to do shit for my birthday or whatever. So I think my friends like being there for me, my friends checking up on me, like I'll never forget that. She passed away during my
Shout out to all those.
I'm trying to do the math. That don't add up to a Montclair.
That was crazy. Kick him out.
Yeah, what's that?
Kick him out. That was crazy. To me, it meant a lot. Okay, because it wasn't financial.
Why he's toxic?
No, seriously.
If somebody check up on your mental,
that's
way more than a Montclair.
Yo, that was crazy.
Don't get me wrong. The Montclair might be gross.
Nigga said, would you rather cry in the Benz or cry in the Toyota or cry in the Rolls Royce?
Hold on. So you got that mindset, but you're not just gonna get the girl a Chanel?
You wildin' with that Chanel thing. No, but let me ask you. Since you're talking about Chanel bags, giving that, let me ask you. Who sits in the front seat? Your girl or your mother?
They both got to sit in the back, gang.
What?
They both got to sit in the back. I'm not choosing. I'm playing. So, nah, if it's my girlfriend, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, my mother gonna sit in the back anyway.
She just gonna automatically get in the back.
Like she's not even gonna do that. She's the type that she's not even gonna try to like. Don't get me wrong. My mother might joke about shit that might be like, "Yo, damn, why you said that?" Because like she's one of those people. She a troll, but
I see where you get it from.
Facts, I guess. But when it comes to that other stuff, she not even gonna be on some type of time. Like she gonna automatically get in the back. But me, as my mindset, as a girlfriend, you're just like, damn, okay. If mom want to get in the back, that's cool. But if mom trying to get in the front, I don't know. We might have to talk about it. But now, if you my wife, automatic, mom gotta sit in the back. Not even playing.
Oh, you found standing on business. Look at that.
Yeah. If you my wife, you in the front, mom's in the back.
Really?
I don't think it's gotta be a wife. I think if it's just...
Nah. You gotta at least be my wife. Again.
Nah.
Because like, yo, if I was dating you for 2-3 months, like,
I feel like
you just gonna tell your girl just hop in the back, my mom gonna sit in the front?
I'm not gonna tell her that.
How else can you have the conversation?
Because I'm pretty sure we going based off that video with like the the girl started tripping. And she like, well, fuck it, I'm staying here then, because the mom started going crazy. It was like, no, you gotta sit your ass in the back.
This was Wally's question.
Oh, he probably saw that video then, because the moms was going crazy. Like, no, you gonna sit your ass in the back, because you just the girlfriend and blah blah blah.
Y'all call
we
me
not
toxic,
doing none of that.
man. I'm glad I never had none of these problems, bro.
I think
So if your mom's is like, yo, Jalen, you really gonna make me sit in the back, and she creating an issue, what you doing? Because you remember you Mr. No ultimatums.
No, I'm not. One, my mom would never do that. My mom was like, my mom.
let's just say
We
she
understand
did.
that, but what if she did? But what if she did?
So
What
what
if
she did?
Right,
Yeah.
I'm not. But mom, go sit in the back.
You gonna say mom go sit in the back?
Hey, mom, sit in the back. Your girl sits in the front.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like if I'm sitting in the front seat with Corey and his mother come into the car and be like, "Ma, you can sit in the front. That's okay." Like I'm personally.
So that's not the question. That's the right. Like, that's not. I won't say right. That's how you show respect to your elders. That's
Right.
two separate. That's two separate arguments. Like,
Okay.
hey, you want to, mom, you want to sit in the front.
But
It's
y'all
okay.
don't think y'all. If I'm saying that as far as me respecting my elders, y'all don't think that y'all should respect y'all moms and be like,
No, because I know my mother. My mom wouldn't care to sit in the. My mom sits in the back
front.
now with my daughter sitting in the front. Like,
yeah, like honestly,
it's
like
it's-
my mother, if Corey's sitting in the front or whatever, she'll go. But Corey gets up because he want to lay out or whatever.
Yeah,
Like that.
so
So
it's
he'll
just
go
a-
sit in the
it's just
back
a
or
different
whatever.
thing.
I'm gonna be
but-
honest with you. My real response would probably be like, all right, fuck it, I ain't going nowhere. And then y'all two go.
Nah, that
This way y'all both.
crazy.
This way y'all both could.
I don't think is this like a thing? Like
I don't think so.
It's-
I'm just participating in the pod.
I saw the video.
I don't think it's a real thing.
I saw the video,
uh-huh.
and the moms really was wilding, and
She went.
She-
like,
but she wanted to sit in the front?
The son was like, no, like arguing with his girl, like, nah, you got to get in the back, because mom said she.
They got
wanna
into a
sit in the front.
full-fledged dispute in regards to sitting in
this
front of
is
the back.
baby moms. This is not even just like your girl. This is baby moms.
Are they a thing though? It's clear that
They together.
They're together.
They together. Baby moms. And you like, nah, you gotta sit in the back. And his mom was wilding.
Talking about she's not going if she gotta sit in the back.
No.
Was all that
She
going
was
up
like, no, you better sit your ass in the back. Like she was really wilding.
That's a disaster.
Really
That's insane.
That's
Yeah,
a
like
disaster.
the mom definitely was toxic. And that relationship probably really was toxic.
Good luck to the
'Cause, like,
17%, my boy.
Because like my mom, she not even gonna put me in that predicament to
Situation.
for us to- you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she didn't like my mom really cares about my mental enough to where she don't even like want me to go through situations like
Yeah.
that. So like she'll even know if I'm off from like just based off of a conversation that we having. Like, yo, you good? Everything all right? So she wouldn't even want me to go through some situation like that.
I don't think.
But shout out to all the 90, because all my 90s would never do that.
Oh my.
I
Never.
don't know what the 90s are. What is that?
The 90%.
90%.
Oh,
The ones who always
Go back?
come back.
it's crazy. Yeah, bro. I don't really think this is a thing that I would like really put myself in. I don't really think.
I don't think it's a thing.
I'm also grateful I never really messed with a real toxic woman like that. And women
you're
I've
the
messed
toxic
with,
one.
I might be, but not this. Like this though. Like
Yeah,
this.
this is
Like
crazy.
this is like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's crazy though. So like, if your mom really was like going crazy, like going bananas, because you was trying to make her sit in the back, you would just still stand on business.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Like,
because one, I feel like if you try to make this a thing, this is strictly a power play. You trying to insert, I am the mother, this and that. I am a grown ass fucking man. I don't live in my mother's house. I pay my own bills. You're not gonna insert this. That's just, for what? There's no reason to do that. That's childish.
I understand.
Yeah,
that
like
part.
there's no reason to do that. Like you didn't even raise me that way. So now you backtracking on how you even raised me.
Okay.
So that alone will put I'll be like, y'all look at you sideways. Like, yo, boy, you tripping. Go upstairs.
I probably would be on the same time. Like, what are you doing right
What are
now?
you doing
like,
right now?
What are you doing? Especially because like you're
having a bad day. Like, if you even raised me this way, so that would be
I'm not
crazy.
saying I'm disrespectful to
That's
my
not what
mother.
we're saying either, though. Yeah.
Nah.
I'm not saying I'm disrespectful to my mother, but I do also like the same way I'm with my friends, like same with her, like I'm gonna hold you accountable for everything.
Yeah.
And we gonna talk about it. Like, Mr. Stand on Business happens with my mom too.
Nah, I'm assistant.
I guess.
What are y'all excited for this week? Let's
Thursday.
talk about it. What's Thursday?
Thursday.
Oh, the parade. Oh.
I think you talking. You don't gotta wait for me. You think I'm gonna play something? I'm not. I'm checking my
You
phone.
are.
got a-
You are.
I got a
As soon as
fucking
I
text
start
message.
talking, you're gonna play it.
I got a
I'm
text
not even
message.
gonna say nothing. Joel, start
I
talking.
got a fucking text message.
You're a liar.
You know what I'm also
damn.
excited for?
What are you excited for?
Day off. I haven't had a
You
day
was
off.
in the trenches.
I haven't had a day off in like 13 days and it's sad.
Look, keep preparing it. Look. As he turns up the volume.
It took too long to play.
I don't live in Colorado.
Time.
Come to my block.
You see me, my nigga?
All of y'all know I be down there. This is Kiss. I'm outside. Always deep out.
I like this.
I got 100 clips, nigga. I'm from New York.
This is Britt.
You're not gonna just keep shouting out Brooklyn without saying the Bronx.
I don't appreciate her because I try to incorporate her in the hype, but she don't want to be.
Fuck Brooklyn.
You're right. Fuck her.
Never fuck
Give my time. Fuck her. Fuck her. G unit. We ain't here. We don't get this drama.
We don't care. It's going down.
You know what?
Cause I'm around. 50 Cent.
I did see the last pod y'all did. Y'all did really great. But I don't appreciate the whole fuck Joel's and fuck this and fuck that. You know what? It's fuck the rest of y'all. You know what?
There's always someone so extra. It's always gotta be extra. She always gotta be extra. Where's fucking hospital socks on? Always gotta be fucking extra,
I hope
bro.
they see that. The whole clip.
Fucking hospital
Why
socks
he had on
Always
hospital
gotta be
socks?
extra. But Britt, what are you excited about?
My last week of training, I've been dying. I've been remote for 2 years, and to go back into building.
So actually being an adult is
Yeah.
tough, right? Being an adult is tough.
Being an adult is crazy.
Being an adult.
That was
Being actually being an
This is the
adult.
same man who said, like, yo, if you work from home, you don't see a problem.
right. Like, why he
That's
coming
it.
for me?
That you don't see a problem with people working from home.
I don't, but
And now she not an adult.
He's
Nah.
H-wording me.
yo, that's our show for this week, man. Shout out to New York fucking Knicks, yo, Jalen Brunson, yo, so he's my mechanic, he's my engineer, he's my
Yeah, they was wallet.
he's my super. I ain't gonna call a nigga my dad because that's too much. Yo, shout out to New York Knicks, man.
Send the new mayor.
Hell of a.
Wear y'all shirts on Thursday to the parade.
Oh, we should do that.
Oh, we should do
That
that.
would be fun.
See, look, I'm giving y'all ideas. I'm not even gonna
Right,
be
that
there.
would be
Wear y'all
fire.
shirts, you know,
Wait,
promote.
Hold on.
What?
You still working?
Yeah, I said this my last week. I can't come.
Yeah, call out,
You
man.
told me 2 weeks, and now
Nah,
this is
I mean,
like 3, 4.
she don't
God,
create those fake
obituary y'all can find.
create fake obituaries numerous times,
Let me
but
see what a
it's a
picture.
once in a lifetime opportunity.
Nah, I wanna
Facts.
go.
Facts.
Facts. Yo, we'll see y'all. We'll be back next week. If y'all see us Thursday at the parade, say what's up. Be in the chat. As all, thanks for y'all for joining up.
I might be
Thanks
there,
for
y'all.
joining us. We'll be back next week, yo. Go Knicks.